guys, the Link Dells here, and today we'll be continuing Atomic Habits by James Clear. And without way, let's get into it. Oof. Hold on. There you go. Each habit not only gets results, but also teaches you something far more important. And trust yourself, you start to believe you can actually accomplish these things. When the votes mount up and the evidence begins to change, the story you tell yourself begins to change as well. Of course, it works the opposite way too. Every time you choose to perform a bad habit, it's a vote for that identity. The good news is that you don't need to be perfect in any election. There can be votes for both sides. You don't need an unanimous vote to win an election. You just need a majority. It doesn't matter if you cast a few votes for bad behavior or an unproductive habit. Your goal is simply to win the majority of the time. New identities require new evidence. If you keep casting the same votes you always cast, you're going to get the same results you always had. If nothing changes, that's going to change. It's a simple two-step process. Number one, decide the type of person you want to be. Number two, prove it to yourself with small wins. First, you decide who you want to be. This holds at any level as an individual, as a team, as a community, as a nation. What do you want to stand for? What are your principles and values? Who do you wish to become? These are big questions, and many people are not sure where to begin. But they do know what kind of results they want: to get six-pack abs, or to feel less anxious, or to double their salary. That's fine. Start there and work backwards from the results you want to the type of person. Who could get the results? Ask yourself, who is the type of person that can get the outcome I want? Who is the type of person that can lose 40 pounds? Who is the type of person... What? Who is the type of person that can lose 40 pounds? Who's the type of person who can learn a new language? Who's the type of person who can run a successful startup? For example, who's the type of person who could write a book? Probably someone who's consistent and reliable. Now, your focus shifts from writing a book, outcome-based, to being the type of person who is consistent and reliable, identity-based. These processes can leave beliefs like, I'm the kind of teacher who stands up for her students. I'm the kind of doctor who gives each patient the time and empathy they need. I'm the kind of manager who actually waits for her employees. Once you have a handle on the type of person you want to be, you can begin taking small steps to reinforce your desired identity. I have a friend who lost over 100 pounds by asking herself, what would a healthy person do? All day long, she use this question as a guide. Would a healthy person walk or take a cab, whatever that is? Would a healthy person order a burrito or a salad? She figured if you acted like a healthy person long enough, eventually she would become that person. She was right. The concept of identity-based habit is the first introduction to another key theme in this book. Feedback loops. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. It's a two-way street. The formation of all habits is a feedback loop, a concept we will explore in depth in the next chapter, but it's not important to let your values, principles, and identity drive the loop rather than the results. The focus should always be on becoming that type of person, not getting a particular outcome. The real reason habits matter. Identity change is the North Star of habit change. A reminder of this book will provide you with step-by-step instructions on how to build better habits in yourself, your family, your team, your company, and anywhere else you wish. But the true question is, are you becoming the type of person you want to become? The first step is not what or how, but who. You need to know who you want to be. Otherwise, the quest for change is like a boat without a rudder. And that's why we're starting here. You have the power to change your beliefs by yourself. You can choose the identity you want to reinforce today with the habits you choose today. And this brings us to the deeper purpose of this book and the real reasons habits matter. Building better habits isn't about living your way with life hacks. It's not about flossing one tooth each night or taking a cold shower each morning or wearing the same outfit every day. It's not about achieving internal measures of success like earning more money, losing weight, or reducing stress. Habits can help you achieve all these things. But fundamentally are not about having something that they are becoming someone. Ultimately, your habits matter because they help you become the type of person you wish to be. They are the channel through which you develop your deepest beliefs about yourself. Quite literally, you become your habits. Ow. How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. In 1898, a physiologist named Edward Thorndike conducted an experiment that will lay the foundation for understanding how habits form and the rules that guide our behavior. Thorndike was interested in studying the behavior of animals, and he started by working with cats. He would place each cat inside a device known as a puzzle box. The box was designed so that the cat could escape through a door by some simple act, such as pulling at a loop of cord, pressing a lever, or stepping on a platform. For example, one box contained a lever that, when pressed, would open a door inside the box. Once the door had been opened, the cat could dart out and run over to a bowl of food. Most cats wanted to escape as soon as they were placed inside a box. They poked their nose through the corners, stick their paws through openings, claw out loose objects. After a few minutes of exploration, the cats were having to press the magical lever. The door would open and they would escape. Thorndike tracked the behavior of each cat across many trials. In the beginning, the animals moved around the box at random, but as soon as the lever had been pressed and the door had been opened, the process of learning began. Gradually, each cat learned the associated action of pressing the lever with the reward of escaping the box and getting to the food. After 20 to 30 trials, it became so automatic that the cat could escape within a few seconds. For example, Thorndike noted cat tells the following times to perform the act: 160 seconds, 30, 90 seconds, 60, 15, 28, 15, 28, 20, 30, 22, 11, 15, 20, 12, 10, 14, 10, 8, 8, 5, 10, 8, 6, 6, 7. Wait, how many sixes are here? 1, 2. During the first free trial, the cat escaped in an average of 1.5 minutes. During the last free trial, it escaped in an average of 6.3 seconds. With practice, each cat made fewer errors and their actions became quicker and more automatic. Rather than repeat the same mistakes, the cat began to cut straight to the solution. In the studies, Thorndike described the learning process by stating behaviors followed by satisfying consequences are less likely to be repeated. The work provides a perfect starting point for discussing how habits form in our own lives. It also provides answers to some fundamental questions like, what are habits? And why does the brain bother building them at all? Why your brain builds habits? A habit is a behavior that has been repeated a few times to become automatic. The process of habit formation begins with trial and error. Whenever you encounter a new situation in life, the brain has to make a decision. How do I respond to this? The first time you become a cost problem, you're not sure how to solve it. Like Thorndike's cat, you're just trying things out to see what works. Neurological activity in the brain is high during this period. You're carefully analyzing the situation, making conscious decisions about how to act. You're taking in tons of new information and trying to make sense of it all. The brain is busy learning the most effective course of action. Occasionally, like a cat pressing on a lever, you stumble across a solution. You're feeling anxious, you discover that going for a run calms you down. You're mentally exhausted from a long day of work, and you explore that playing video games relaxes you and also helps your brain in an educational way. You're exploring, and then bam, a reward. After you stumble upon an unexpected reward, you alter your strategy for next time. Your brain immediately begins to catalog the event and proceed the reward. Wait a minute, that felt good. What did I do right before that? This is the feedback loop behind all human behavior. Try, fail, learn, try differently. For past lists, the useless movements fade away and the useful actions get reinforced. That's a habit forming. Whenever you face a problem repeatedly, your brain begins to automate the process of solving it. After just a series of automatic solutions that solve the problems and stresses you face regularly. In behavioral science, Jason Herrera writes, habits are simply reliable solutions to recurring problems in our environment. As habits are created, the level of activity in the brain decreases. You learn how to lock in on the cues and that predict success and tune out everything else. When a similar solution arises in the future, you know exactly what to look for. There is no longer a need to analyze every angle of the situation. The brain skips the process of trial and error and creates a mental rule. If this, then that, these continuous scripts can be followed automatically whenever the situation is appropriate. And that's for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you again very, very soon. Later.